Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? My name is djanonzt and Faction Invasion has returned!
And now, Invasion.
Faction Invasion has returned, and you know your boy couldn't be even more excited if he wanted to. I love Invasion. It's been my favorite part of this game, so I'm here today to give you my top 5 tips for Invasion mode. Maybe you're a new player, maybe you don't remember much about it, maybe you're looking to learn a little bit more, but anyways, we're going to dive right into my top 5 tips for Faction Invasion. Coming in at number 5, I have set your teams with like rosters, meaning it's not a very good idea to have people with 600k rosters on the same team as your people that have 200k rosters or 150k rosters. So you kind of want to, you see everybody on here is sitting in that 400k mark. We go down to about 300 or so. We have another team over here sitting up at the people a little bit higher than that. You know what I mean? You kind of want to keep your team pretty balanced so that everybody's kind of on the same level. Because if you got somebody sitting on your team right here that's maybe got like a 150k roster and they don't have a bunch of 4-star guys, they're not going to be very valuable to you to attack, and they're going to waste all of their attacks. So try to keep your teams as balanced as possible and keep that in mind. Coming in at my number 4 tip for Faction Invasion, don't let your energy sit full. As you can see right now on the screen, we got 8 out of 8 energy. And that's going to replenish at a rate of 1 every hour. So you really want to time it up to where if you know you got to go to work, you're going to go to sleep, whatever, use all of your energy. And so you can let the time that you're not playing replenish your attacks. And to go along with that, you might want to set some kill squads on your team so these people are ready to attack now and have them use all their energy up and then tag in the next people whose energy has just replenished and kind of have a rotation like that going. But whatever you do, don't sit at 8 out of 8 because you could be gaining another energy. That's going to be the key. Who can attack more because they use more of their energy. Coming in at my number 3 tip for Faction Invasion, you want to have your strongest defense up front. And what I mean is, up here in these multiplier areas, the ×4 rings right there, Miami, Atlanta, Detroit, and then over on this side, Amsterdam, Chicago, Baltimore, those cities are going to be connected directly to enemy cities right there, and you really want to put your strongest defense right there on the front lines to try and hold that enemy off right at the beginning. Those are the very most, because if they can't get into those cities, they can't get into the rest of your cities. So the strongest players you have on defense should really be up on those front lines. And even if they do take them down right at the beginning of the invasion, those are going to be the first guys you get back onto your roster, and then you'll be able to attack with them after that. So it's really not a big loss when you put them up there and they lose, especially with the new system that if you put a defender down with full health, he's going to come back to you with full health. So it's going to be way more strategic and beneficial to us at this point now, putting that strongest people up on the front lines. Coming in at my number 2 tip for Faction Invasion, you really want to coordinate your attacks. And what I mean by that is, I don't want to be myself attacking here from Amsterdam up at whatever that is right up above there, Columbus or something up there. And then meanwhile, James E's over here attacking Baltimore, and Holy Krizaps over here attacking Detroit, and we got Doink the Clown up here attacking Miami, and it's really not going to do us any good. You want to coordinate attacks and have everybody attack the same city at the same time to take it down as fast as possible and start that takeover process. So get together. If you use Line App, if you use Discord, Facebook Messenger, whatever you're using, get together, talk about what city you're going to be attacking with your team, and execute a plan to coordinate your attacks. Okay, here it is coming in. The number 1 tip I have for you about Faction Invasion is control the multipliers. The multipliers mean everything in this game. And what do I mean by that? Now, each city has an individual multiplier bonus amount. St. Louis here, for example, city multiplier bonus 3. which means those invasion points that you get, you know, 3,000 for controlling that city, it'll add all of your city multipliers up, and then you times your score by all of the city multipliers. So that city is worth 3 multipliers. If you go up here to San Francisco, that's not worth any multipliers. So you know it is far more important to control St. Louis than it is to control San Francisco. And then if you look off to the sides of these in-between ones, that's 1 for Las Vegas. That's none on Brooklyn. We got 1 up here for Rome. If you look at these on the side, though, this is where it gets interesting. If you look at these side circles that say ×4 in the middle, all of these cities are worth no multipliers by themselves. But if you control that whole circle, you get a ×4 multiplier active for your team. But you have to control all 6 of those cities at the same time. So it's very, very important right off the start of the game. You jump out and you push them out of those rings and you hold that ×4 down at the end. And then when you get close to the last hours, you want to play that invasion timer. You want to take them over and leave not enough time left on the clock for them to come back and take it from you. So whoever controls that about 45 minutes away from the end of invasion, they're going to get that. You're going to get all of them multipliers. So pay attention when you're coordinating your attacks to which cities have the bigger multipliers, and those are the cities that you want to control. All right, I want to thank you all so much for tuning into my top 5 tips for faction invasion. I really want to get into doing some more top 5 lists. If any of you have any ideas for a top 5 video, top 10 video that you want to see, leave it down in the comments below. You got any other tips for faction invasion? Leave those down in the comments below. Maybe there's 5 tips that I didn't give that you guys can remind me of, and then I can do another video, another 5 tips for faction invasion. So I can't wait to get out here and try it out. You guys, please give Scopely a chance on this one. I really love Invasion, and I think they've made some awesome changes to it that's going to make it a whole lot more fun this time around. So everybody get out there and participate in it. Let's leave our feedback, and let's make Invasion great. So until next time, guys, I'm DJ Anon. Peace.